Welcome back, everyone. Today I have another video, and today we're doing Ura. She did get a new starter deck also, and the new cards are right here, including the Chanks. But I'm not playing Chanks. You can make an argument to play Chanks on this deck, but I think this is a Don Flamingo meta, and Kid is just more important in that kind of like environment. So that's why I opted to play Kid instead of Chanks. But you can make an argument to play Chanks in this deck as well, like as a complement to the Kid. Of course, you can maybe move some numbers around. But the new cards that we got was the Ura, the blocker, which is like the most impactful one. It doesn't have any counter, that's the only downside, but it's a blocker, and you can discard one of your film cards, which you kind of have a lot of bricks sometimes that you kind of discard. Give one energy to the leader, and then you attack for 6 basically. And then you're able to draw a card. So basically you cycle a card if you want to, or it just allows you to be more aggressive, which is really nice. Definitely a good ability. And then we also have the second best card that we got out of this new set for green. Actually, I think it's a pretty decent. Oh well, the leader has to be film, but definitely for Ura, the fact that you can attack for 6k with a 3-drop, you can do it as like this. If you can play this one as your first action, or you can play it with Brook. Or you can play with like Brook, Luffy. Like there's a lot of options that you can do. You can play like there's a lot of cards. As long as you have it on the board, it attacks for 6k, and that's a lot of pressure that the deck kind of needed, and definitely adds to the deck, of course. And then we have a 2k counter that we can search out of the leader. It doesn't really, you don't really play it honestly, but it is a 2k counter that you can get there, of course. And then you also have the standard deck, in my opinion, which is the Luffy's, the Brooks, the Nami, so you can draw cards, the Ura, so you can restand and have a blocker, and then you have the event combo. I think these are the best events that you can have in this deck. The one that restands the leader is always like the finisher for you. The one that searches, and 2 of the backlights, because sometimes you want to get through blockers, and sometimes you just want to KO something if you are ahead of on board. And this will do the job nicely, of course. I'm playing one of this one. I mean, I just don't want to play too many cards that don't have the film tag on it. It probably should be Chanks, honestly, instead of this one. You can make like a cut here and just play the Chanks. Because this could be like really bad if you flip it at the top of the deck. Like I only have 4 non film cards in the deck, but sometimes you do flip them and it feels really bad, of course. But yeah, that's the deck that I have. Ura is pretty decent. I think it has like enough value and enough aggressiveness to be able to compete. Black decks, I mean, you always have like the problem against black decks because they can remove everything that you play, and it's gonna be an intrinsic problem for the deck. However, you do have different win conditions on I'm Invincible, so I think the leader is still very powerful, and it still deserves a spot in the meta now that it got more support and now that it's more playable because of that reason. But with that being said, let's go to some gameplay. All right, we're gonna play against Luffy. They chose to go second. Is this something different? I mean, this is fine either way. I'm gonna keep, draw, and turn. I could play Nami next turn, or I could play Karakuri then play Nami. I like that more, I think. Yeah, I like that. So I attack for 5, play Karakuri, then play Nami. Then it doesn't matter what he does here. I get to draw 2 cards basically, and I get to yeah, if he plays a Magellan, I get to draw 2 cards, and I'm fine. If he plays a Luffy, I think it's fine either way. He plays a Zoro, that's okay. And then I have this one as the top card. I think it counts itself. Let me try that. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if it counts itself, but we're gonna try that. Play Nami, use ability. Let's get. Ooh, do we get? No, we have already a play there. So we get the 2k counter. Attack with Ura, draw a card, and let's see if it counts itself. Rested cards. I think it does. I'm not entirely sure on this, but let's try it. Yeah, it does. It does. Okay. So that this is a perfect play here. It's not easy for him to remove this one, I don't think. Even with this board. So next turn, I'm able to just do Luffy plus Ura plus something else. Oh, that's a good one, though. But it does get rid of the Nami, which I think this one is applying more pressure, so I don't know about that. He goes after this one. I'm definitely not going to let it die. Question is, what do I give him? I guess I can give him this. It's fine. 2K counters. I will take it because I'm being the aggressor here. And then it's time to just play Luffy, Ura, and use the Ura ability. This trash. Yeah, this one. Why not? Here, I'll attack the Zoro. Yeah, I think the Zoro is fine. Just keep drawing here. I don't necessarily have to go after his leader. Yeah, exactly. If I'm able to kill one thing there, I'm good. Now, 10 on 10, they can do Kaido. Kaido could be good. Okay, it is Kaido. Definitely a good card here. So we're gonna try to focus on... Well, he has to kill this one here. And then I get a free block, and then we'll go from there, right? Get a free block. Should I aim to get something here? I think I'll take this one. There are reasons for that. This is amazing. Let's see what we get with this one. Ooh, we did get a Luffy. That's great. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be the play. So we play this one, play this one. Do we get rid of the Ura? I think I do. I don't think I need it right now. And we got attack 7-8. And then we have this one so we can go for game. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh my god, is this one. Okay. I mean, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Next turn, I don't think he can go for game, and I am able to... Ooh, okay. Perfect. So he's gonna play a blocker. The card that I would like to have is the one that taps a blocker now. That would be great. But, yeah, my opponent... The best card that he can play is just a blocker. I mean, no reason to give this one away, right? It's always a blocker, so like depending on what I can do, it's pretty good. Luffy, wow, that's unless he has a Nami. Oh, okay, no, he has the Sanji. I mean, I get to free block these two attacks, which is great. Now I could attack his board, and that could be fine. But I think I just go for a game, right? Let's see what he does when I attack for 7 here. He takes it. Okay. What about here? Attack for 8. He blocks. Attack for 7. Nah, it's just really impossible for him to survive this turn, I think. He takes it. Okay, then I can just go for game. Draw it, and I have it on top. And yeah, that's just all in game. That's why, I don't know, Kaido is good, but it just limits your options on what to do later. I don't think Polly is good in this one. But yeah, I mean, it was a good demonstration of the deck. All right, let's play against a Smoker. It's probably like any other black deck, honestly. Just trying to remove everything that I play. They do have good removal options, especially on 5. That's probably why it would be good again going first against this deck. Because, I mean, it doesn't matter for them, I don't think. And he plays the Sengoku to get rid of cards. Just cycle, get a graveyard. It's good for him. And does he attack with the brand new? I mean, he could. That would be fine, I guess. It's not a card that I actively want to attack either, so I'm just probably going to attack the leader. Oh, that was a great draw. Here, the Luffy allows me to just play Brook Ura this turn. It's unlikely that he removes 2. I don't think this deck can afford to play Lucy. So they play something like Brook or... Wow, that's a lot of removal on this deck. Like, because you're playing already the new card, right? And the Brook is just like the same card that you already have on the deck. So I feel like Brook is not the right option here, but what do I know, right? I get the Luffy Ura. The new Ura allows me to cycle one of my cards, basically. Allowing me to draw a card, just keep digging harder for more cards that play more cards. I think that's going to be very important for this deck. Although, right now, I'm set up on the kind of threats that I want to play. If anything, next turn I will play a Kid, and then I will play an Ura. And then the following turn, I will play another Kid, because most likely they're going to die, so it's not going to be that big of an issue. This seems to be a deck that wants to just play the Tashigi Brook as the main engine. Or how my opponent is playing it. Like, trying to just be aggressive with the 5-drops and removing 1 card per turn. Seems to be the case. I will go to 1 here. I kind of was looking for more plays, but since I don't have any, I could just play the Kid. Seems like a good option. I'll attack for 7, see what he got, if he wants to defend this. I'm thinking about if I want to use the leader ability here, but I think drawing cards is probably more important. Yeah, let's get the Karakuri. Karakuri is actually pretty good to play with the Kid. So I will do that. I will not attach an energy to the Kid, because I think they can remove it super easily. So it's not needed to do that. I'd rather just draw the card. Yeah, they can attack me directly, but I have a blocker and I have a fairly good amount of combo power. So if they decide to go that route, then I can go to 0 life, and the next turn I have... Maybe what I should have done is untap the Luffy, so I can trade one of these cards from for like a defensive Luffy step. However, the problem with that is that if I do want to keep this 3 cost card, the one that untaps the leader, because it allows me to just go for game out of nowhere. If he removes every card out of my board, then I want to have an answer for that. And as expected, he does have an answer for my Kid. But now we do get to do like leader, play something, search, get a 2k counter. We could also just as well do the same play where we don't like we just draw cards and don't attach anything to the 8-drop Kid. Just keep attacking his Tashigi. It is a little bit more risky, but I'm just gonna keep the Luffy up, and then that way I have enough defense. So this is fine. I think this is not that big of an issue. I shouldn't attack with the Luffy. I think is incorrect because one removal spell into... You have a 9k that can attack me, and then I have to defend a lot, and I don't want that. So I want him to focus on removing my 8-drop Kid. Could happen. But now I have 3 of this spell that allows me to untap 3 times the leader. So now I don't need to play any more creatures. He has to remove my Kid, but he doesn't seem to have any more like cost reduction for my Kid. So he's gonna survive 1 turn. That's huge for me. Next turn I can play a blocker and then start using these untap abilities. I could block and combo and see where he attacks with the 9-drop, because the 9-drop is gonna KO something. He might KO the 8-drop, attack it with everything. Ooh. Seems incorrect attacking with that one. I guess he can attack me. Ooh, attacking that one also seems incorrect. Giving out the blocker here, it's fine because I have another one in the forecast, so it's not that big of a deal. And then here I force him to either attack my Luffy blocker or attack the Karakuri, which is fine. He seems to be eager to attack with this brand new for some reason. I'll take this. I could use it right now. I could rest this one and then be okay here, I think. Because I'm definitely going to play the Ura here. Use the ability on the Ura to attach a Dawn. And then do a dual attack this turn, probably. I could play a second Ura, but I don't think is necessary. Because I have these Totas that I want to use. The event. So I think it's just fine to use the Ura as a... I'm trying to go for game next turn. Is basically what it comes down to. I get to draw a card. That's a really bad one, actually. But it's fine. I just want to be able to attack for 6 with the Karakuri. And then I have my kid. And then I have 2 blockers. So I feel like he's not going to be able to remove all of that. And then I put him to 0, basically. Or he has to come out of this one, but like he's 0. So now that I have, he's at 0, then the 3-cost event is going to get him next turn. I just have to survive this turn, but I have the kid. I have the 2 blockers that he has to get through, which is not something easy to do. Yeah, he's able to kill the kid, but now I still have 2 blockers. So it's not possible for him to kill me. And then next turn I have 9, 9, 9, plus 7, plus 6 probably. So it's fairly impossible for him to actually go for game. And I think I can keep everything. So it's actually going to be a huge amount of attacks here. Attacks for 6. I get to just combo. And then my turn is I have a 6, 6, 7, 9, 9, 9. That's my attacks. That's kind of impossible to out-combo. So I go 9, draw a card. I don't think I even if it was at like a 3 life, I think I would have been able to get there, because this is a lot of attacks and a lot of pressure here. Attack for 9, attack for 6, 6, and then 7. All right, let's go against Marco. He's playing a white beer version of the deck, and what we can expect out of this is the 7-drop, which is gonna be the most annoying card. My hand is terrible, however, so I'm gonna attack for a lot, trying to get out of this one. I missed on my first attack on the 1-off. Okay, I guess. Yeah, after Mulligan, this hand is very, very bad. So we're going to have to take the first damage trying to find something. Maybe I should have... Oh, well, I have to take one. Yeah, maybe I should have taken 2, honestly. This hand is really looking really bad, but... like, I don't have anything going on for me right now. But... and he hit a Pilaf out of life. That's not great. I could play the Sanji. I could just play the Karakuri. I think the Karakuri probably is fine. So I attack for 7, play Karakuri. Another 2k is not what we want, definitely. But we're gonna play it, I guess. And I'm just gonna keep applying pressure because the next turn he could have removal. So I kind of want to play like multiple things per turn, so he doesn't just remove something on my board. Because I assume he has something like Marco, and if he goes Marco plus like a 5-drop this guy, then I really don't do anything. Yeah, now he has a blocker. Oh my god, I need something, please. I suppose I'll play 2 cards and attack. I really don't know what else to do. It makes it a little bit harder to remove, at least. Although if he has the white beer, it's actually not that difficult. He combos with a blocker. Not bad. Yeah, this is the card that I was fearing, honestly. I have to take. Oh my god, another 2K. Alright, well, this has been a really difficult hand to play with. Definitely not what the deck wants to do. The deck could break. It is okay. Finally, something so I can look at the top three. I guess the Brook is not even that good, honestly. What do I even do here? Play the blocker? Maybe I should have attacked with Ura first, see what I draw. Yeah, that's probably correct. Attack with the Ura, attack with the the Sanji, put him to 0 maybe? Not to 1. And then I have multiple attacks maybe for game. That has to be my game plan here. The Brook was not gonna solve anything here, so I guess this was correct. Attack for 8. He has to block, give me a card. I wish this card will keep the attack at least, but I don't think it does. I could no, I have to discard events, and I don't have any events, so it's fine. I mean, this is not a terrible board to attempt to go for game. Depending on what my opponent has here, because something like an ace could be damaging. Something like a Riley, honestly, like a Sanji, something like a Sanji Riley. I don't know how I beat that. Not with this hand. But we're gonna try to give ourselves the best opportunities. I think the game is gonna hinge on me being able to tap the Marco and attack 2 times per game. So I have to be able to do that. He's trying to destroy the Brook. Wow, he's attacking with that one. Okay, I'll give you cards. I gotta keep my cards. They're important. Is he gonna attack with the new gate? Well, second new gate is definitely gonna be good. I don't know why he minus the Brook though. He already has. Oh, you know what he can have? Oh, I see why he minus the Brook. He has Seek Wake. Okay. Well, I mean, this is not the greatest, but what I can do now is put him to 0, force him to either try to go for game, and if he has enough, I mean, I have a lot of counters, so maybe he doesn't have enough. So I put him to 0, and if I draw one of the untap attack twice, and the one that allows me to tap the blocker, maybe I have a chance on winning this game. Is what I have to do. Ura always has that option. So now my opponent has like a decision. He has to either go for game, which is plausible. It's not like impossible. But he seems to be going for a different option here. We don't have any of the cards that I was talking about though. So if he plays another blocker, I mean, I still always can get it at the top of my deck, but he draws 2 cards. I can give him a lot of counter here. I definitely want to try to bait him into going for game, so I'm gonna take this damage, whatever number he attacks with. See if he maybe attacks with Marco with everything. That would be a bad play for my opponent, but I don't think he's gonna do it. I should have just taken this one. I don't know why I didn't. But now I have 2 blockers. I could play a longer game, I suppose. Oh, I drew one of the pieces that I was... The problem is that I didn't have all the pieces to actually just go for game. So, now that I have the black... this one. Forgot the name. I could have a chance here, because he has to remove my 2 blockers here to go for game. So it's not terrible. No, it's not bad. It's not bad. We might still be able to win this one. I'm just missing 1 combo piece here, which is the restand my leader. He goes KO my Ura. He goes KO my Luffy. Okay, they were not essential for my plan. I just need the one that restands my leader. Does he attack for 8? I think I have to combo out of 8 though. Oh, he just goes for... Oh no, he used both the white beers. Okay, so we have what we need. Now my opponent just has to have not enough counter. So maybe it is possible. And even though this was a terrible hand, we made a game out of this, so... A. Attack for 10. If he has 10, then that's enough. But that's what I have. 10-10. He doesn't use the ability on the leader. I mean, on the Marco. And then attack for 10 again. Ah, he did have it. I mean, he should have kept the Radical Beam up, though. He had enough either way, so... He was good. Nothing that I can really do there, honestly. It's just how it went, I guess. Okay, now let's play it against Flamingo. We are going second, which is okay for us, I think. Let's try to find something here. I mean, we already have a pretty decent curve. I'm trying to find something for Brook. I guess I could have waited for a next turn. But I kind of want to... I'm gonna see like the same amount of cards, so I don't think it matters too much. That one doesn't do anything on trigger. So we get to play the Brook and play something else. And then attack the Law. And this is where the Karakuri is really nice here. This card very, 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 very aggressive, and being able to attack with it for 3 is just really nice. He plays Jinbe and gets something back. Pretty decent curve, I would say. I could take... I have the 8-drop kid. It's not that big of a deal, but I just don't want to combo my Brook. That's the issue. Okay, now we have some combo, and we can still do some Brook shenanigans here. And then keep up with our opponent. We get to draw. We get to attack for 6, and then we take the attack for 6 as well. So we have a pretty decent board. And next turn we're gonna be able to make it even better. I couldn't tap the Brook, but I'm fine if he attacks the Brook. I mean, next turn I'm gonna play a Luffy and then be really okay on that end. So I don't think it matters that much. Oof. He hits nothing. That card, he wanted it to play this turn, I assume. My Brook dies. It doesn't matter, really. I'm not really gonna... Because, again, I have the Luffy next turn. So I can play 3 cards if I so want to. I combo the Brook because I might play the Sanji with the leader. I don't want to go to 0 just yet. But this is fine, I suppose. I can play 3 cards now again, so I don't think my opponent can keep up with me anymore. I can do Luffy, Brook, and then play the Karakuri back again. Keep up 2 blockers basically, and then even if my opponent has something like Gravity Blade, which is what he's gonna draw, I don't think it's gonna be enough. I could play the Ura as well, but I don't think it. Like I just played 3 dudes. Ura is fine as well. Is more susceptible to a Gravity Blade. But if it does Gravity Blade, I still have a Luffy. I still have probably the blocker. So it's not that big of a deal. And then next turn I play 8-drop kid, play like a Karakuri with it, and then it should be fine. I also keep the counter in my hand, so it's not that bad. Gets a Trafalgar Law. I get to block for free with my Uda. And then... what does he do, right? He can do... No, he cannot do Red Rock. He could do Pudding. I mean, Pudding would be nice, I suppose. But is it really that important? Not really. I think he had to do like a Gravity Blade, but even if he does do a Gravity Blade, I think it's too little too late. So my opponent was gonna be in a really tough spot here. because he would only have like the law instead of like the Jinbei. So him losing like the board is where like this deck Flamingo playing from behind is not the best deck. Okay, we're gonna play against Karakuri. I don't think this is a necessarily bad matchup for us actually, because we do a lot of like spamming the board. So, and we have our Brook, we have our Karakuri, actually pretty decent. We're gonna beat Karakuri with Karakuri. That's where we are right now. Our opponent didn't trigger the first live. Always good to see that, of course. That's a good card to draw here. I still think I do the same thing. I just get the Nami here. I could play Nami, but I think Karakuri is better. I wanna have the pressure. Next turn we do Luffy plus. Ooh, okay. He goes after Karakuri, right? Kind of has to, but he's not gonna draw a card, so that's pretty decent. I don't mind this. I would like to get the Ura. Oh, okay, that was Ura. Actually, pretty okay. I get another Ura. I think I need the blockers. So we go 5. This is a game where I do want the blockers. This is the game where I want the blockers. Big Mom, of course. And then we're gonna do... Wait, yeah, the Ura. This card, probably the Nami, honestly. It should have been... Karakuri can still be good in this matchup. Alright, he has the Okiku. Well, Kokiku Nojo, whatever her name is. Another Luffy would be good. I just combo 5. Actually, it should have been a 5, but... I do want to keep my blockers if possible, I think. I could take this one, but no need to. Oh, I messed up. I thought he was attacking for 8. That's bad. We do have a blocker here. And he's gonna play a 10-drop Big Mom. Yeah, that messed up could actually cost us the game, but we're gonna keep playing. You gotta play through mistakes. Oh my god. I whiffed. Next turn is 10-drop Big Mom for sure. My opponent shouldn't attack with anything else. He just take the 10-drop Big Mom. I get the free block. And then a combo for 2. I gotta do this. It's gotta happen, I think. We have the blockers, so I don't think my opponent is gonna be able to go for game. And we have the late game achieved, basically. I just have to be able to outgrand my opponent here. Now, what I can do is attack the leader 2 times here. Oh, that's annoying, but I think I'm still okay. Because he either burns me here or tries to go for game. Oh, he's just burning me. Okay. I have enough to combat of this, and then I have to just go for game. It is possible. I get a free block with my 7-drop. And then I had to sacrifice one of my Uras. I definitely make this game a lot harder for me for no reason. But it is possible to go for game here. We can go 7. Okay. We can go 7. It is possible that I should attack with Brook, because there are triggers. Okay, that trigger annoying. But attack for 7. See if he has it. He doesn't. So then I do a dual attack. A8. Was that enough? Maybe. It was okay. I feel vindicated a little bit here because that mistake could have cost me the game. But I look like even through that huge misplay, I was able to just still get there. Again, my opponent probably shouldn't have attacked with the creatures that he had on board. He should have just tried to go for game the following turn. But it's how my opponent play. There's nothing I can do, right? And as you can see, Ura goes really crazy, really fast. So it's a really good deck. It's a really impactful strategy, and I don't see where like it doesn't have a spot in the meta. I do think it's a 5 star leader, 4.5 to 5 star. I do think it could have a bad time against black decks for sure. I'm not saying that's not a bad matchup, but it definitely can compete against pretty much a lot of decks, even against the blood removal heavy decks. As long as you can do like Brook plus something else, then you go Luffy plus something else, or like as long as you can keep up the board, and then you finish the game with I'm invincible, you have always a chance. Even in the worst kind of hands, as you can saw on one of the games, you always have options with I'm invincible, which is like makes the leader really really powerful because of that, and it's searchable, and you can always set up for it on the right circumstances. So if you're losing and you just need like a Hail Mary, this card can get you out of that tough kind of scenarios. So in the bad matchups you also have answers, which is really good, right? But with that being said, that's all I have for today. Thank you all for watching. Have a good one.